3 billion. That's 3,000 million streams. And Stray Kids just did it again. But here's the real shocker. They didn't even need a full year. They hit that number in just 10 months. So what's going on here? How did a group that once got labeled as too noisy become one of the loudest success stories in K-pop streaming history? Today, we're diving deep into the insane rise of Stray Kids, the group that's not just breaking records, they're rewriting the rulebook. Okay, let's get the numbers straight first. As of November 2025, Stray Kids has officially surpassed 3 billion streams on Spotify. That's not just an achievement, that's a full-blown power move, because this marks their second consecutive year hitting that milestone. And here's where it gets wild. Stray Kids is now the second K-pop group in history to ever surpass 3 billion streams in multiple calendar years. You heard that right, multiple. They did it in 2024, and now again in 2025, in just 10 months. While most groups are still celebrating their first billion, SKZ said, let's just do 3, twice. This isn't luck, it's momentum. And it's proof that their impact isn't just about albums, stages, or visuals, it's about connection. Because once you hit that repeat button on a Stray Kids song, you don't just listen, you feel. To really understand how insane this is, we have to rewind a bit. Remember back in early 2024 when La 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 dropped and basically hijacked everyone's playlists? Or when Rockstar went viral on TikTok because of that addictive hook? That was the moment Stray Kids stopped being just idols. They became a global movement. Their sound, aggressive, raw, chaotic, wasn't designed to please everyone. It was designed to be honest. And guess what? Honesty streamed. Fans didn't just listen, they looped it on repeat. People who said Stray Kids music is noise ended up kind of vibing to it in secret. Yeah, we see you, Closet Stays. By mid-2024, Stray Kids had already set the tone. They were here to dominate digitally. And now, in 2025, they've proven it wasn't a fluke. It's a pattern. A power pattern. Spotify's data doesn't lie. God's Menu, Backdoor, Maniac, S-Class, and La 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 are all sitting comfortably with hundreds of millions of streams, while even their B-sides like Get Lit and Top Line have fan bases streaming like it's an Olympic sport. But beyond the numbers, let's talk emotion. Because what makes this 3B milestone so emotional for fans isn't just the chart success, it's the journey. Stray Kids didn't come from privilege in the industry. They were the self-producing underdogs, the kids who got called too different, too experimental, and too noisy for K-pop. Yet now, that very noise has turned into a global anthem. When you stream Thunderous or Case 143, you're not just vibing. You're joining a story of resistance, creativity, and raw passion. And for stays around the world, this 3B mark hits differently because it's proof that supporting your alt bias, sharing links, streaming all night, and trending hashtags actually matters. Every replay, every stream party, every let's break this record before midnight campaign, they all built this mountain. It's not just a stat, it's a love letter written in data, one stream at a time. Let's break it down even more. According to Spotify charts, Stray Kids have accumulated over 3 billion streams in 2025, and the year's not even over yet. At this pace, they could easily end the year between 3.3 to 3.5 billion streams total. And that's without releasing a full album this quarter yet. Imagine what happens if they drop another comeback in December. Yeah, 4 billion isn't off the table. To put that in perspective, these numbers are in the same league as BTS, Blackpink, and New Jeans when it comes to yearly Spotify traffic. But what makes SKZ different is how they did it. They didn't rely on heavy radio play or Western promo titles. Their power came from organic fandom energy, from global streaming projects, Twitter hype, TikTok challenges, and the kind of word-of-mouth buzz that marketing teams dream about. The fact that SKZ achieved this while staying true to their signature sound unapologetically bold, noisy, and self-produced makes it even more legendary. They're not chasing trends. They are the trend. Let's talk global influence for a sec. Stray Kids has now become the standard for fourth-gen domination. Their presence in international markets, from the Americas to Europe to Southeast Asia, has exploded. Spotify data shows their top listener countries include the US, Indonesia, Brazil, and Japan. And that's no coincidence. SKZ built their empire by connecting emotionally across borders. Language? Doesn't matter. Vibe? Universal. Whether it's Super Bowl halftime performance rumors, or Louis Vuitton front row moments, or Felix trending just for breathing, SKZ's cultural grip right now is unreal. Even music critics, who once overlooked them, are now writing think pieces titled The Sonic Revolution of Stray Kids. And let's be honest, we love to see it. Naturally, Stays didn't take long to explode online. X, formerly known as Twitter, basically turned into a party. Hashtag Stray Kids 3 billion, hashtag Proud of SKZ, and hashtag Stray Kids Spotify Kings started trending globally. One fan wrote, "We did this without paid ads, just passion and playlists." Another said, "Remember when they were rookies performing in small venues? Look at them now, 3 billion streams, baby." And honestly, that's the magic. SKZ's rise feels earned. It's not about hype, it's about heart. And here's something most people don't realize. This 3B milestone isn't just about music. It's about legacy. In an era where attention spans are shrinking and trends fade overnight, Stray Kids managed to stay relevant, loud, and unstoppable. Their Spotify success proves that authentic artistry still wins. They didn't chase viral formulas or cookie-cutter pop sounds. They carved their own lane, and the world followed. Even casual listeners admit it now. SKZ songs hit differently. There's grit, chaos, and vulnerability all wrapped in one explosive package. And that's why people stream them. Not just because the beats slap, but because every lyric feels like a mirror. As 2025 heads into its final stretch, one thing's certain. Stray Kids isn't just writing K-pop history. They're shaping the future of how global fans experience it. From underground sounds to global playlists, their story is pure evolution. So keep streaming, keep vibing, and keep believing, because when it comes to Stray Kids, 3 billion is just the beginning, and you, Stay, are part of every single play. So the question now is, what's next? Because if they can hit 3 billion in just 10 months, what happens when their next album drops? Are we talking about the first 4 billion year for a fourth-gen group? Are we looking at Stray Kids setting an entirely new bar for digital power in K-pop? One thing's for sure, they're not slowing down. With every comeback, every tour, and every viral moment, Stray Kids keeps proving that they're not just part of the K-pop wave. They are the wave. So, Stays, how does it feel to see your boys go from noise music to global Spotify kings? Drop your thoughts in the comments, stream your favorite Stray Kids track right after this video, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more updates on your alt biases. Because if Stray Kids can do this twice, who knows what record they'll break next? Stray Kids, everywhere, all around the world, you make Stray Kids stay.